Take a few moments in child's pose. This is called standing frog pose. Start with your feet about hips width distance apart. Angle your feet outward to either wall. And then sink your hips down to seat yourself in between both of your feet. If you can, put both of your hands together in between your legs and use your elbows to actively press your knees outwards. Next is our standing separate leg forward fold series. Some of you might know this as a parallel second position. Start with your legs just a little bit wider than your hips this time. Place your palms on the ground and begin to bend and straighten your knees while contracting your spine and your head to the ground while you bend your knees. Next, use one of your hands to grab your opposite ankle while reaching the other hand up to the ceiling. Try to pull yourself as close to your leg as possible while keeping your hips straight and your core tight. If you're a level 1, it's okay to have the knee slightly bent. If you're a level 2, 3, try to actually touch your nose to your knee and get the leg as straight as possible. Repeat this on both sides. Let's move on to our Skandasana side lunge sequence. Angle both of your feet outward and step a wide lunge out to the side. Begin to move side to side with one leg straight as the other bends. Sit your body down onto one side with both of your hands out in front of you to help you balance. The foot of your straight leg should be flexed up to the sky. If you can, sit yourself all the way down onto the floor. If you're a level 1, try to reach up and over to the straightened leg, keeping the bent leg in as close as possible to your other side body. If you're a level 2, try to use your opposite arm to grab the flexed foot. And if you're a level 3, try to grab the ankle of the bent leg and the toes of the flexed foot. Do this on both sides. And if you can't grab your foot, then just hover your arm above it. If you're a level 3, you can take it a step deeper and look to the ceiling while opening your rib cage up to the ceiling, keeping both holds. Next, we'll do our seated straddle series. Start with your legs in a seated straddle with your feet flexed. Toes should be facing the ceiling. Reach both arms out to either side and begin to shift your weight from side to side, reaching all the way as far as you can each time. Do this about 10 times. When you're finished, reach one opposite arm over and try to grab your foot. Level 1, just put your other arm out in front of you in between your legs to stabilize yourself if you can't grab your foot. And level 2, 3, if you can grab your foot with your opposite arm, use your resting arm to actually pull yourself through the space between your arm and your leg and look to the ceiling. Hold this for about 10 breaths. Once you're finished holding both sides, next I want you to actually turn your body to face your leg while keeping both hips planted on the ground. If you're a level 1, keep your back straight and walk yourself onto your elbows. Try to reach your hands to your foot while keeping both feet flexed and facing the ceiling. This will protect your knees. If you're a level 2, reach for your foot with your opposite hand or with both hands and try to touch your nose to your shin. Keep your back straight. And if you're a level 3, grab onto your foot with both hands and try to touch your nose to the ground next to your shin. Hold both sides for 10 breaths. Facing the center. Begin to snake your head forward and back, using the ground to bring your body forward and back. As you come up and go back down, snake your entire spine. Your hips should shift just a little bit as you do this. Do this about 10 times. After you've finished with your body rolls, walk your hands down to your elbows. If you're a level 1, you can stay here. Make sure you're actively rotating your knees to the back wall behind you. If you're a level 2, try to reach out and straighten your arms to get your belly onto the ground. If you're a level 3, bring your arms out to either side and rest here. Your entire upper body should be flat on the ground, and if you're advanced, your feet can come forward so that you're flat on the ground. Remember to take deep inhales and exhales throughout holding these postures. Hold for 30 seconds to 1 minute. Next is tortoise pose. Walk your hands back so you're sitting upright and flex your feet and bend both of your knees. Work your entire arm under each one of your legs. You should have elbow to knee alignment. You may feel some pressure in your arms, but use your legs to press your body down to the ground and hold. Breathe deeply and hold here for 10 breaths. Next is happy baby. This posture helps to relieve tension in your lower back. Start laying on your back, legs to the sky. Begin to part your legs, knees bent, and grab the inside arches of your feet. Start to rock back and forth, massaging out your lower back. After you've finished rocking back and forth, hold happy baby. If you're a level 1, kick your heels into your hands and try to straighten your legs as much as you can. If you're a level 2, 3, straighten your legs and begin to pull them down to the ground. And if you can, touch the ground with your feet. Find some open space on a wall nearby and lay on your back and scoot yourself all the way up to the wall so your glutes are touching the wall. Drop your legs into your straddle position and flex your feet. Make sure that you're still rotating your knees down to the ground. Use your arms and your own strength to push your legs down further to the ground. Once you get to your lowest point, Keeping both heels on the same plane, you can begin to bend and straighten one leg at a time. You should feel a very deep stretch in your groin and in your inner thigh. If you're a level 2, begin to make your way to your elbows, keeping your legs on the same plane at the deepest point. You can still use your arms to continue to push your legs down. And if you're a level 3, walk yourself all the way up onto your hands and walk your hands in as close to your body as you possibly can, pushing your upper body towards the wall. Another really effective hip opener for achieving your center splits is to do your straddle facing the wall. Both of your feet should be on the wall, and you can use your hands to push your body forward and towards the wall. Remember to keep both feet flexed and to rotate both knees to the back wall throughout the entire time. Level 2-3, you can bend and straighten one leg at a time. Just like we did in the other sequence, although this time the stretch will feel a little bit more intense since your feet have to stay on the same plane. Next, we'll do our frog pose deep stretch at the wall. Start on all fours and begin to slide your knees apart into what should feel like a center split. Make sure that both of your feet are flat on the wall behind you. Check to make sure that both of your legs have ankle to knee alignment. If you're a level 1 and this feels really intense, try to just walk your hands to your elbows. If you're a level 2, make your way onto your elbows and then try to slide your hands forward until your arms are straight and your upper body is resting on the ground. Level 3, you can stay with your chest resting on the ground and your arms outstretched, or if you would like to go a little bit deeper, walk your hands back towards your body and arch your back to the back wall. Hold this for about 1 minute. If you would like to go a little bit deeper, you can bend and straighten one leg at a time while keeping the other foot planted on the wall. Do each side about 5 times. Once you've finished your frog pose, probably shake your legs out because I know that hurts like hell. Last but not least, our center splits hold. If you're a level 1, you might need to use a chair or a table or a different inanimate object to distribute your weight onto so you can hold this for 1 minute. Make your way into your standing separate leg pose. With your hands on the ground, begin to slide your hips down to the ground as far as you can go. You can stay upright on your hands, or you can walk yourself down to your elbows to hold here for 1 minute. Try your best to keep your heels, the backs of your legs, and your glutes pressed up against the wall as you slide down.